If Jessi Jean was my client, these are the three things that I'd be wanting to discuss with her following her incredibly successful $1.2 million launch. Now, the first thing I'd want to talk to her about is trademarks. My recommendation would be to run, not walk, to the trademark office and make sure she had key things registered. Now, I don't just mean the Yap Challenge, although that would be an incredible piece of IP to own, but I would also be wanting to have a discussion with her about the art of a damn good yap, because that would make the perfect trademark. She's already becoming known worldwide for that, so I'd be wanting to talk about whether she wanted that just in the US or whether she wanted to try and get global protection as well. I'd also be wanting to talk about whether that protection was just going to cover her course or whether she wanted to expand that and perhaps cover merchandise as well. One of the things that I think would be so good for her if she had Yap Homies as a trademark, because she has created the most incredible community of people. And I can already feel that there's like a merchandise, probably planners and things that go with content that would be so good. So it'd be good to protect that in some of the additional classes as well. I would be definitely telling her, like, obviously, if she's done a $1.2 million launch, she could afford to invest in getting that trademark in a number of classes and in a number of countries. But the reminder there as well that even in places like the UK, you can get your trademark for as little as £205. So it's such an incredible investment to have to protect not just business now, but the future growth. The second thing I'd want to be talking to her about was payment plans. Now, there are key things when you are offering a payment plan, which is worthwhile considering. Now, it may be that she might be thinking that, okay, I'm offering a payment plan in the US, therefore only these certain types of rules apply. But I'd be wanting to make sure that she really understood the rules around offering payment plans and that you cannot increase the amount of a payment plan legally in some areas of the world. So you have to position it really, really carefully that you are getting a discount if you pay in full, not the fact that you are getting charged more if you're paying by installments, because otherwise she's potentially would be falling foul of the consumer rights payment surcharge regulations which are in place in the UK. So if she was my client, I'd definitely be talking to her about that and the wording on the landing page to make sure that those payment plans were completely legit and locked in. Because the risk is that she is going to face, which I think and I hope she knows, there are going to be refund requests that she's going to get. It's rare that people get 100% uptake on cases, on courses, especially with the volume and the numbers that she's got. So I'd be talking to her about preparing for those refund requests and making sure that her terms and conditions were really clear, that she was selling a digital course or a live-led course and what that meant in terms of refunds and whether someone was entitled to one or wasn't entitled to one. So we'd be making sure that they were really tight for the next cohort. And the third and final thing that I'd be wanting to speak to her about is the rules of extending a deadline after a course and a promotion has ended. It is so incredibly tempting to want to let people in who've missed out, and the pressure is already all over social media. There are people reporting that they have been allowed to join the Yap Challenge. And I would want to talk to her about the legal and the commercial issues around doing that. So the legal issues are that you are not permitted by law in the UK, you are not able to commercially extend a deadline. Once you have set a promotional deadline, you are not allowed to extend it unless there are certain strict exceptions. And I'd be looking to see if those strict exceptions did apply in case she did want to let people in. But I would also be wanting to look at whether really from a commercial perspective, from a business perspective, whether she wanted to maintain this incredible relationship she's got at the moment with her community. At the moment, people trust her and love her, and what she's done is absolutely incredible. Everybody in the online space is watching it. Everybody is dissecting it. And I think right now, people are looking at her and thinking, what an incredible achievement, and they believe what she's saying. If she allows people to join the course, however incredibly tempting that be, if she allows them to join late, it kind of means that it waters down her word for future promotions. When you give someone a deadline, that is the deadline that they have to keep to. And just because they beg and plead and promote social media videos saying, please let me in, she has to be really careful about the integrity of a business, not just the fact that she possibly would be breaking the law by letting them in, but just also making sure that she was keeping her word and following what she would. And just to ensure that she was keeping to her word and making sure that the experience that people having was completely elevated, whilst it's tempting to let extra people in, that could also water down the experience for the people she's got. If you like this video, then please make sure that you're following along so you can get more legal tips to support you on running your business.